I'm going to try and get these thoughts out before Benny starts getting too worked up. I have a new game that we're playing that I hide treats and then he finds them. He's bored and he's too smart for his own good. I used to do it with my old dog, Arthur. And then I'd sing the song. I'd hide cookie dog treats. Go get the treat. And then we'd sing the song, seek a treat, 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 seek a treat, treat, seek a treat, treat to eat. Seek a treat, treat, treat to eat. Seek a treat to eat. You gotta do tongue tires because it keeps your brain from turning to mush. Everybody's brain's turning to mush. I'm seeing it. Yesterday I felt like my brain was turning to mush. Yesterday was so hard on me. I'm so glad it's over. I'm so glad it's over. Wait, where's that one song? Good boy, Benny. Go look for them. They're out there, buds. Benny, they're out there, buds. Good boy. Oh, shit. We just knocked. Good boy. Good boy. You are all of the clumsy in me, aren't you, sir? Good boy. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Good boy. Go get the treat. Go get the treat, buds. Come on. Right here, bud. Find him, Manny. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just keep throwing treats all over. Dude, we gotta do whatever we can to keep ourselves entertained. So World War III is of a spiritual variety. It's all about doing the right thing, and a balance in between. What the frick is happening with my hair? I just washed it. It was so. It had been in a braid for 3 days, and I took it out, and it was so big. Which is, it's my antennas. Right. It tells me when people are bullshit. It's very accurate, and I don't even have a whole head of it. How wild is that? Come on, Manny. One up here. No. Both, I think Benny's Gemini stuff, and this Gemini new moon has got us all wah. So, World War III is of the spiritual variety. So, how are people verifying that they live in spirit? Are they doing it by drinking at every occasion? Let's see what my station has to say today. I live in New Mexico. Over the last few days, a female officer of the law was arrested for raping her own son and daughter for a number of years. That's just the mentality. See, it's the land of enchantment because there's pretty skies and mountains and the Rio Grande and all that stuff. It's very deceptive that this is a really wonderful place. It's just like Redding. Redding's one of those places. Like it's a hard energy. And people that live in hard energies are oftentimes hard to live with because their frequencies vibe at all those shit. Like people I talk to, because I talk to people that work with a lot of people, and those are the people I'm like, so, you know what, like, do you hear them? And they're like, yeah, all night, like, ego, you know, good orderly direction. Those people are all sleeping in bed, but no, they even canceled, I guess, the Red River run. Good. Because a couple years ago, people freaking lost their minds with alcohol, and there was a shootout in Red River. That's just, it's like, grow up, people. Grow up. You can't play your whole fucking life. All these love and lighter, even the new agers, like, at some point you're gonna have to shovel shit. Because there's too many of us that have had to do all these terrible, gross jobs. Just because we're different. I did every shitty job. I was like dirty jobs before it was cool. I did every shitty job just because I wanted to see if I could do it. Then I'd always go to work with my dad. Watch how he did stuff. One thing I haven't done yet, and one thing I want to do, put on my list of things to do is drive excavator, because it's a dance, and I bet I could move mountains. So, and I don't know, because people have natural talents, and the people that don't have covered us up for too long. You stack the deck. Literally, figuratively, you put your friends in positions of power and authority, and they all got carried away, and now society in America is going down the tubes. And too many people fell for it. I was one included. American freedom, democracy, they're just words on a page. They don't mean anything when you're killing people in places you don't belong. And I don't buy that New Mexico cares about memorialized. I saw an article down in Albuquerque. Ain't nobody touched the VA. See, in Taos, every year there's a new fucking like park. There's a new park with some stupid bullshit fucking war thing, trophy. Costs billions of dollars because they're allocated millions of dollars to build parks, but don't give it to the fucking veteran. No. It's just, society is crumbling because it isn't an organic space and environment, and it's always personal. You know when they say it's nothing personal, that is a narcissist saying, I'm gonna fucking bend you over and screw you right now. That's narcissist lingo. I've never said it to anybody. You don't say things like that. Because it's always personal. Because I've heard too many stories of people getting out of trouble because of who they knew. And less stories about people getting their retribution because of what they've done. And now there's a great imbalance on Turtle Island. And Turtle's going to go bloop and flip over. And go boop bloop bloop down the stream, as if the control freak, they would have came here and learned the ways of the indigenous that were already here, instead of putting in this system of bullshit that I've had to sit by and witness fucking time and time again my whole life. See, I was born an old soul. I just keep getting older in my soul and in my spirit, yet my face stays young. My hair's turning white. My face is still relative. I'm in pretty good shape. I could still click up my heels. Literally. As much as my body hurts every single day. Because you have to participate in your own life. That's what human beings do. Archons create the systems and pass around planes. It's just a smack in humanity's face when they play these reindeer games that cost so much. They're just billions here, trillions there. People are like, dude, I could live on $2,000 a month. And then maybe my endocrine system would heal. And then I could go out and help other people feel better about themselves, because I finally found out how to feel better about myself. And I'm just going to share what I did with other people. And there's the unhelpables. Because there's so many unhelpables. It makes me cry. The unhelpables letting people live their autonomous lives. So all I can do is just preach on how alcohol is a poison and it takes your spirit. That is the ultimate gateway drug. It's not the natural flower. It's not cannabis. That's control freaks freaking out. the frequency of being, they know that their future is short in their career, so they're trying to, like, I went to a restaurant this morning to check in community, and I go in, and the lady says, my hairdresser's down in Albuquerque, and I looked at her and I was like, your hair looks really pretty, by the way. And she, because I could tell she just got it done. I notice everything. I make women freaking wish they would have made better choices in life, because they've told me. They told me. My husband didn't even notice my hair. Well, maybe you should have picked a different one if you want him to notice. You know, when people think too much about themselves, they're too much stuck in here. They can't do shit out there. They don't care about nobody else but themselves. It's rude. So she said, and at my hairdresser's, she planted some flowers last year. Just a little stripe. Just like a little right in front, you know. And she planted these flowers, right? And they're so pretty, until somebody came up and just pulled out the flowers, just because they have so many demons that they hate. They see something beautiful and they want to wreck that beautiful thing. And worse off than the fact that they want to wreck that beautiful thing, they want to cause harm to the person that created that beautiful thing, because they get extra points. I'm glad she redid it. I'm glad she planted more flowers. She don't let them win. Don't let people take your light, because they will. They'll try. They try with me all the time. It's like a fun game. Good boy, Minnie. So yeah, it's always personal, because people could always help people. They just choose with their free will. See, they shouldn't be using the system as a means to cause harm to people. They should be using the system as a means to get anybody that has a good idea. They should get whatever support they need. They should get the support of the freaking community. They should get, like everybody, like, if there's equipment designated for the city and town of any place. No. And as far as like firemen and police and stuff like that, they have one station where people hang out, and then when something happens, they have to go to the neighborhood. Instead, the new earth, we're going to have people designated in every single neighborhood, that if you see smoke, you are in your car. And it's not the volunteer fire department, because it's got to be different, because it's still centralized. Go to the location. You train women, men of all ages in their community. You're not going to have these fires, because you have the disheveled that are creating more fires. You got the nut job, whack jobs, not outs, people that don't value life. They're out here starting fires just because they want to break it. They want to break stuff because they're mad. They want to break toys. Only that toy's nature, and nature will break you back. And I'm speaking to all mankind, all human beings. Whatever energy you put out, you will get back. Is that my pretty girl? Look at that pretty girl. Look at that happy girl. Ducker's over there sleeping. Luna's back there. Laser eye Luna. I'm going to start having dance parties. I'm going to have pop-up dance parties. And I'm also going to invite local restaurants that have been cool to me. I'm going to invite them. I'm going to go and I'm going to cater food, and then I'm going to take it to places, and then I'm going to be like, boom, come on out, lunch on Marge. Because there's all kinds of ways to build community. You got to build it up, not tear it down. And where I live, they spent too much on bus stops and stuff that doesn't do people any good. And things are going to turn around, because it can't sustain any longer. Can't go on the way it's going on. And I know a lot of people are going to be butthurt because of all the advantages that they're going to not have anymore, because the old system is falling. All the people that have never chopped fucking wood, never hauled water, never wiped an ass, never done anything to add, just take. Those days. They're almost behind Benny, huh, Benno? It's a Margie and a Minimood. All right. Should we wrap it up? Okay, nap time? All right. The goodest dog in the world. You want a pork one? Or the, he don't get pork. We don't eat pork around this place. Yesterday, technology was so weird. I don't know if I was glitching it out or if it was glitching me out. Yeah. But I had a headache all day, and then finally I woke up this morning and it was gone. And so I feel a little bit better about my situation in life. And I got a little kiddie pool today too. So, but I don't think it's gonna be so hot. Mom saw it. Mom, you saw it. You saw it. You were out there. You saw it. Kiddie pool, little pool, so I can fill it up. I got 3 planets in Pisces, man. I feel like a fish out of water most of the time. Look at my hair. It's getting wild. It's all real too, because I ain't fake like the rest of them. Fake is fake. They're all fake, Miss J. Hi, Miss J. You ain't fake. Miss J ain't fake. Miss J. I bet you would like cookies, Miss J. I know you would like cookies. I have an opportunity. I wonder if, I haven't seen if she's live. That there's a TikToker that travels around and where she stays. She knows a couple people that are sick. They have have cancer, and those are who my cookies are for. So I'm trying to meet up with her because she's only going to be in town like maybe another week, so that I can give her cookies for her sick friends. Because because it's medicine, man. And I should, if I knew, like, there's not any room in here, and then I get so frustrated when I navigate around. Yesterday, and so one of the things that I dropped and broke yesterday, it took me a half hour to clean up, was a full bottle of of coconut pineapple juice, Newton's. And I guess I wasn't supposed to drink it because the whole thing broke all over the bottom of the it's thick, so it's slimy. So I was just like, but that was the last of 3 things that I'd broken prior to that, and I was just like, I can't touch stuff when I don't have no earth, so when energy just pings back and forth between 2 signs, I'm just, and I got my Mars and Saturn are in Gemini, so this Gemini new moon has highly activated me. And so yesterday, I can't listen to Margie's, because the way technology, that's why I hate intelligence artificial. I will never play with it, because the way just search engines interpret what I'm saying is absurd. So I don't, and if I want to come up with an idea, see, that's intelligence artificial. It's for people that aren't creative, and that's not me. I am a creative. I create things. I create solutions. I create things in a lot of places, and people that don't know how to do that have to rely on outside sources. So this next part in life is going to be pretty interesting. God bless you, Benny. That's a fun game though, huh? Come on, Benno. Just get it. These are just little chicken dehydrated. Tucker's like, how dare you? Why does Benny get all these? Good dogs. Man, it gets so cold under this. Here, Benny, it's all over, honey. It's on the ground. Here, oh. There. He's like, oh shit, they're everywhere. There are ways that people... See, and I understand that there's so much work needs to be done. We just got to make the hard work more fun. And stop leaving it up to all the freaking... Just the small group of us freaking actual labor workers. People have done labor work in life. Because all you people that haven't, there's way more of you. And there's less and less people that are going into the trades because you don't want your precious babies to get their hands dirty. Dude, complacency is the downfall of this society also, so that's alright. It just motivates me. Whenever I feel like I'm laying around too much, I go get my dumbbells and I do sets of 300. Because at least I'm not, because I'm thinking, and I'm not at a gym, so I don't have to get into a car and drive across town and be around a bunch of fucking blech, sweat gross, blech, Tootsie Rolls, do all that stuff. I don't got to deal with the world that's been imposed upon me, Madre. You escaped it too, Ma. We escaped 3D Earth. Yeah. We escaped 3D Earth. When they said that I was just a... Look, I went from this. This is my evolution. I was the little retard kid. I was the little retard kid. I had speech impediments. I got over them. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. And then I even did this. I played all these roles on a planet where so many people can only play one. I got this. Here's a cool trinket. This is my maintenance badge. Because the 55th Maintenance Squadron is the greatest maintenance squadron in the world. Just ask them. They'll tell you. Oh boy, Benny. This is kind of a cool trinket just because my friend made it for me. There's only like 120 of these that exist with the age coin in it. It has the placard on it and this brick. A brick from the past. The wooden brick is from the floor of the Martin Bomber plant. Omaha, Fort Crook, Nebraska. The plant was built in 1941 and was designed for the manufacture of the aircraft to support the U.S. WW2 war effort. In all 1,585 B-26. See, I don't even think that they had people to build these planes. It's just stats on a placard as far as I'm concerned. They were produced in this plant. Okay, so 1,585 and 531 B-29s were produced in the plant, including the famed Enola Gay and Bach car. Those are the planes that dropped the bomb in Japan. The purpose of the wooden floor was to eliminate static connectivity. And I got my... See, that's about... Give them trinkets. Give them medallions. Tell them, do good job. Boom, boom. You know? And it's a sin to kill. And now they created the... See, you know how... It's like they say... this is how I interpret it. The meek inherit the earth. Well, everybody's so sensitive with their neurodivergence and their freaking autoimmune diseases and stuff like that. From whatever reason, it's like all roads into freaking twitching and shaking and ice bucket challenges. Just so the people that work in the offices can make multi-million dollars and nobody ever gets better. And the gig has to be up at some point. It has to. It can't go on like this. I don't have kids. I don't have any investment in the game. I have no karma. Once me, mom, and the dogs are gone, that storyline is over. All I got is stories. But at least I did shit. At least I did shit with my life when so many people just sit on their couch, play video games. And I know, because like I'll go and I'll ask them, like, hey, have you ever done this? And have you ever done that? And I'll just name like 3-4 things I've done like before I was 12. And they're like, no. Okay, well, we don't have much in common. Good day. I like your hat. Fucking shit, you know? Like, I mean, because everybody wants me to do nothing like them, and I want everybody to do something like me. Yeah. So 2 worlds have not met yet. So, anyway. So far, the interwebs are holding out today, and I'm staying chill, so that was just like I'd go lay down to try to just de-gauze myself and ground myself and just relax and just try to chill out, and freaking the Roku would disconnect from the internet, from the wireless, and I was like, this is stupid. So, and then this morning I get home, I bought more of that. I was like, well, I replaced the coconut pineapple juice. And as soon as I get home, I set one of the bags of groceries on the little stove, and I hear tink, and I was like, no. Okay, yes, because it's resistance. It's if I don't learn to accept everything that happens in my life, it's all the times I'm saying I can't. Oh, I can't. No, I can't with that. Every time I say I'm creating resistance in my body, and it creates tension. So I'm not living free. I'm living pent up by external sources, and I'm working, and I'm more so living free. So I say I can, you know, and if that other bottle, so help me, it frickin' fell off the stove in the farthest back corner and shattered. And so that was the same mess that I just cleaned up. And I was like, it's a nice soft way to remind me to go slow. Because so many people out there, like, look at all the catastrophe across, because it's Memorial Weekend and people are just out there living that embrace your immaturity. That's my horoscope today. So just some stuff, just some news stuff, just some headlines. Oh God, everybody's taking the magical pill to lose weight, and it's like, dude, you didn't work for it. It don't count in my eyes. When I see people that have struggled, because weight is emotion, and so people are dealing with their emotions. So when I see people do the Ozempic and that shortcut shit, taking pills and shit to lose weight, you're not dealing with your emotions still. So all the same reasons that you ate to begin with, they're just going to come back again. And it's just another spit in the eye for us that have done the work. So I see that, like, just egos are running riot. Just like people are all in their stimulations, chasing those sensations. There was biker news, and there was a stampede at a festival in North Carolina. You know, hey, feed people alcohol, let the demons take over, and then, hey, cops get their paychecks. All they got to do is get up out of their car and, you know, clean up the mess. They're basically Merry Maids these days, because they don't do anything to stop crime. I mean, if anything, they perpetuate it. And where I live, every day. Let's see, what's this? Overdose deaths falling in New Mexico, but fentanyl's impact remains stark. Well, ain't they that an oxymoron? See, but they keep opening offices that put together data metrics. And you think any of these motherfuckers that put together these data metrics go out and count these people? They do not, I assure you. IT is a racket within itself. People go along to get along, because the best benefits are when you go along to be a part of a club. Ultimately, see, all these places ultimately ask me to do behaviors and go against my own personal constitution and core values, and that's why I would go on to other things, because I wouldn't stoop to their level. There are places in Omaha I wouldn't even apply for. I wouldn't even consider PayPal. I wouldn't even it's just because it's the heart space of the people that run the company, make the company. And so if they're coked out, drunk scumbags ripping people off, so okay, it can have a house here and a house there, then I don't want to do business practices for them, so I don't. And look at every day, people go and do stuff they don't want to do just so they can get money, so they can do stuff that they want to do. That's weird. Planet Earth is a weird place. Anyway, I think I'm yammered long enough. I think I'm going to meditate. Dip out, dip back in. Whoosh, whoosh. Go out into the no place space, the ethers. Are you getting hungry, Mom? Are you? You had 4 eggs and toast, but if you're hungry, you want some cottage cheese? Pineapple or